In this short video, we're going to look at the BGP Maintenance Mode feature available in Isovalent networking for Kubernetes 1.18 and later. This feature helps with managing traffic disruption when it comes to normal everyday maintenance operations within your cluster. It's quite easy to get set up and started, so we're going to dive straight in. First and foremost, if we look at the values file that I've used to install our environment today, and you'll notice that under the enterprise configuration, we are essentially enabling some new values that are available, which is node maintenance, and we're setting to enable a graceful shutdown community, and we're going to see that in action in a couple of moments. And then we're also enabling the withdrawal time. And that time value is set to how long a service IP address is advertised to the network once the shutdown and maintenance kind of window starts. So for 6 seconds, just to make sure we can move that traffic to go via another node if need be, or to end any active connection as well. So in my environment already, I've already prepped my BGP connections. So we can see that my nodes are peered already to a upstream router. And we can see we've got a couple of packets going back and forth for those BGP connections. And more importantly, if we look at the routes that are advertised out, we can see that we've got the equal number of routes advertised out. Now, because this is a demo environment, I'm just looking to kind of advertise out service IP addresses in the form of load balancers and cluster IPs, but we can also do this with pod IPs as well. If we look, just to match those to what we can see above, we can see there are different cluster IPs, and I've got an extra just kind of workload that I deployed in the background there just for another one outside of my environment. And if we look at my BGP advertisement manifest that's being deployed into the cluster, we can just see here very quickly that under advertisements, we've got service type, and then we're matching anything with BGP that doesn't exist. We're kind of using that value there to advertise out everything rather than specifically just including certain addresses that have those labels. And then we're just looking for address types of cluster IP and load balancer. Let's have a look at my upstream router at the moment to see what's going on there. So first and foremost, I'm just going to look to say, show me the route information to get to the Kubernetes IP address from that cluster IP that we just saw. So we can see that there's 2 paths available. They're my 2 Kubernetes nodes that are deployed. And at the moment, one path is preferred over another. And then if I just look at that route information as well, again, we can see that our route is learned via BGP. So I'm going to clear this down. I'm now going to cordon my worker node in my environment. This will add the community flag in to tell the upstream router that it's going offline for maintenance, for example. And then you should also expect that the routes will stop being advertised. So let's have a look at that change. So we're going to go back to my upstream router at the moment. And now we can see that we've received that community information for graceful shutdown. And we can see that last update has changed there as well. And then shortly, we're going to see that disappear from the available table. So again, at the moment, we can see already from our routing table, we've dropped that route to that second node because we know that it's going down into a graceful shutdown mode. So my router's already removed that for me. And then if I look at my peering from this Cilium side, we can see again the peers are still there because the actual node is still online. It's just been cordoned at the moment. But if we look at the available routes being advertised, we can see they're still up at the moment. So we're just going to wait another 30 seconds or so. And then what we will see from our node is those routes disappear. Okay, so 30 seconds is up. We've sped the video up just a little bit to cover that off. And now if I look at the routes again from the Cilium side, we can see that we're only advertising routes from one control plane. Even though the other node is still alive, we can see that scheduling is disabled. But I'm ready to kind of take that offline if need be and work on it. So let's just bring that node back online. So we're just going to uncordon that node inside of my environment. So again, if we look at the get nodes, we can see that it's ready. And now if we look at the Cilium routes available, we can see that we've started to advertise those routes. And you can see here that the time has changed on those. And then again, we're just going to quickly look back at my top of rack switch. And we can see that we've got the new route being added back in again. And then finally, let's look at that route table as well. We can see our route table as updated. And that is a quick demonstration of the maintenance mode feature for BGP inside of Isovalent Networking for Kubernetes 1.18. For more information, go to our website, isovalent.com. You can get information from all of our releases through our blog post. And also you can get hands-on with features inside of BGP and other areas such as egress gateway and network policy through our labs environment. So you go to isovalent.com/labs or just look at the little drop down in the navigation. Thank you very much.